Have you ever seen a woman in her 60s walk into a room and instantly capture everyone's attention without saying a single word? She's not the youngest nor the flashiest, yet somehow she just glows. Her clothes look effortless, her posture graceful, and there's this quiet elegance that makes people wonder, what's her secret? The truth is, stylish women over 60 don't follow the same fashion rules everyone else does. They've learned subtle tricks that make them look confident, polished, and timeless, without trying too hard. But here's the thing, they rarely talk about it. These are the quiet habits, the small details, the unspoken style codes that separate nicely dressed from unforgettable. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the 7 secrets stylish women over 60 never tell you. And once you know them, you'll realize that elegance isn't about chasing trends or spending a fortune. It's about mastering the art of presence. Stay with me until the end, because by the last secret, you'll see exactly how to turn your everyday look into something quietly extraordinary. Welcome to Wellness 360, the space where women over 50 and 60 come to rediscover their style, confidence, and joy in the everyday. Here we believe aging isn't something to hide, it's something to wear beautifully. If you've ever stood in front of your closet and thought, nothing feels right anymore, you're not alone. Our bodies change, our energy changes, and sometimes fashion seems to forget about women like us. But here's the truth, style doesn't have an expiration date. In fact, this chapter of life can be your most elegant one yet, if you know how to dress with intention. In today's video, we're diving into the 7 hidden secrets that effortlessly stylish women over 60 quietly live by. These are not about expensive brands or unrealistic rules. They're about mindset, proportion, and the kind of grace that comes only from experience. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to refine your wardrobe, elevate your presence, and bring out that timeless confidence that turns heads without shouting for attention. So make yourself a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore the style wisdom that truly stands the test of time. Have you ever noticed how some women seem effortlessly stylish no matter what they're wearing? It's not luck, it's clarity. Truly elegant women over 60 know exactly what works for them, and they stick to it with quiet confidence. They've spent decades experimenting, trying trends, and learning from their mistakes. At this point, they don't need to impress anyone. They've found their signature style, the look that feels authentically them. These women don't chase whatever's trending on social media. They know that trends come and go, but personal style lasts forever. Instead of wondering, what's in this season, they ask, what makes me feel my best? Maybe it's a crisp white shirt paired with tailored trousers, or a flowy linen dress with a soft scarf and leather flats. Whatever it is, it's become their uniform, a reflection of who they are, not who the world tells them to be. Think of someone like Diane Keaton, with her love for wide-legged pants, structured blazers, and bowler hats. Or Helen Mirren, who mixes bold colors and feminine cuts in a way that feels effortless yet powerful. These women aren't copying anyone, they're curating themselves. Their wardrobes are consistent, timeless, and deeply personal. One woman I met during a style workshop in California said something that stayed with me. She told me, when I turned 60, I stopped buying clothes that I might wear someday. Now, I only buy what makes me feel alive today. That sentence sums up the essence of signature style. It's about alignment, not accumulation. If you're still searching for your own, start by identifying the outfits that make you feel confident every single time. Look for patterns in what you naturally reach for. Do you prefer soft neutrals or bold tones? Structured silhouettes or flowy comfort? Minimalist jewelry or statement accessories? Once you recognize your natural preferences, you can begin to build a wardrobe around them, piece by piece, with intention. Another secret? Stylish women don't overcomplicate things. Their closets are smaller but sharper. Every piece has a purpose. When they shop, they think long term. Will this still feel like me in 3 years? That question alone filters out 90% of impulse buys. Finding your signature style isn't about limiting yourself. It's about freedom. Freedom from confusion, wasted money, and self-doubt. It allows you to walk into any store, any event, any morning, and know exactly what makes you look and feel incredible. And that confidence radiates more powerfully than any new outfit ever could. Because when you truly know your style, you stop needing validation. You dress for yourself, not for the mirror, not for approval. And that's where real elegance begins. So before we move to the next secret, take a moment to think. If your closet could talk, what story would it tell about you? Is it scattered and unsure, or calm, cohesive, and confident? Once you answer that, you'll understand why the most stylish women over 60 always look so effortlessly put together. Have you ever noticed how a woman can wear the simplest outfit, a white blouse and black pants, and still look like she stepped out of a boutique ad? The difference often isn't the price tag, it's the fit. Stylish women over 60 understand one golden rule. Nothing looks truly elegant unless it fits perfectly. They don't rely on the average sizing you find in stores because they know there's no such thing as an average body, especially after 60. Our shoulders soften, our waistlines shift, and proportions change. Off-the-rack clothing rarely flatters every curve. That's why these women have a secret weapon, a good tailor. They'll buy a $60 blazer and spend $30 to have it shaped beautifully. They'll shorten sleeves so the cuffs sit exactly at the wrist bone, or take in a skirt so it hugs gently at the waist instead of clinging awkwardly. These little tweaks turn ordinary clothes into custom pieces, and suddenly, everything looks more expensive. I once met a retired teacher named Linda at a coffee shop in Santa Fe. She wore a simple navy blazer, jeans, and loafers. Yet she looked absolutely put together. When I complimented her, she laughed and said, "This jacket used to be boxy and boring. My tailor nipped the waist and raised the shoulder seam just half an inch. Now it feels like it was made for me." That's the magic. Minor adjustments, major transformation. Stylish women know their measurements the way others know their favorite lipstick shade. They understand how a hemline or pant length can completely change the silhouette of an outfit. Petite women often hem trousers so they don't pool around the ankles. Apple-shaped women might choose blouses with gentle darts to create structure. Pear-shaped figures benefit from jackets that hit just below the hip for balance. It's not about hiding your shape, it's about honoring it. And here's another truth. Tailoring isn't just for fancy clothes. Even your casual pieces, your favorite pair of jeans or that everyday t-shirt, can look more flattering with small tweaks. Stylish women never underestimate the power of proportion. They'll adjust a neckline that sits too high or have the back of a blazer slightly curved to enhance posture. Everything feels intentional. If you've ever felt like clothes just don't fit right anymore, don't blame your body. Blame the cut. Off-the-rack designs are made for mass production, not for you. But once you discover how a few alterations can make your clothes follow your form instead of fighting it, your whole relationship with fashion changes. A great tailor is truly a woman's best style investment. It's not about size, it's about shape, confidence, and comfort. When your clothes fit like a dream, you move differently. You stand taller, you smile more, you radiate ease. So before we move on to the next secret, remember this. A perfect fit doesn't come from a label. It comes from knowing your body and caring enough to make every piece work for you, not against you. If there's one thing that separates a truly stylish woman from someone who just follows fashion, it's this. She knows that texture tells a richer story than any passing trend ever could. Stylish women over 60 have learned that elegance isn't about buying what's new. It's about choosing what feels luxurious, timeless, and alive against the skin. While others rush to grab the latest color of the season or an influencer-approved silhouette, these women are quietly running their hands over fabrics, gauging quality by touch, not by label. Linen that breathes, tweed that whispers sophistication, silk that moves like air, cashmere that feels like a gentle hug. They understand that when texture speaks, you don't need logos to announce your style. I once met a woman named Evelyn at a small gallery opening in Charleston. She wore wide-leg ivory pants, a simple oatmeal cashmere sweater, and a delicate gold necklace. Nothing flashy, yet everyone turned to look when she walked in. Later, she told me, "I stopped buying trends years ago. Now I buy fabrics that make me feel grounded." That sentence lingered with me. Because it's true. Good texture doesn't just look elegant. It feels like self-respect. Stylish women over 60 don't fill their closets with polyester blends that cling or wrinkle. They prefer natural fibers that age gracefully, just like they do. Cotton, linen, silk, wool, materials that breathe and evolve. They know that synthetic fabrics often try too hard, while natural textures have quiet confidence. They also play with contrast. A crisp cotton shirt under a soft knit vest, a sleek satin skirt paired with a chunky cardigan. The interplay of textures adds depth and visual interest, even when the colors stay neutral. That's why you'll often see them in monochrome outfits that still look layered and rich, because the magic lies in how things feel together, not just how they look. And here's a subtle detail many people miss. Texture can shape perception. A well-made tweed blazer instantly adds structure and authority. A flowing silk scarf softens the face and adds femininity. A pair of suede loafers brings warmth and approachability. Stylish women instinctively understand how each texture contributes to the mood they want to project. The best part? Choosing texture over trend is sustainable. Quality fabrics last for years, often improving with wear. That cashmere sweater you bought 10 years ago still looks luxurious today, while last year's hot item is already forgotten. True style is never in a hurry. It's built, layer by layer, with intention. So next time you shop, don't ask, "Is this in style?" Ask, "How does this feel?" Run your fingers along the fabric. Imagine how it will move, breathe, and age with you. Because women who look effortlessly chic after 60 know something vital. Fashion fades, but texture, the tactile poetry of good fabric, never does. Have you ever seen a woman whose outfit looks simple, but something about her just radiates polish? Look closer, and you'll notice it's not the clothes doing all the work. It's her accessories. Stylish women over 60 know that accessories are not afterthoughts. They are punctuation marks in the sentence of their style. Every scarf, bracelet, or pair of earrings tells a quiet story, and nothing is random. They've learned that accessories can elevate even the most basic outfit. A plain black dress becomes unforgettable with a vintage brooch pinned near the shoulder. A neutral trench coat transforms with a silk scarf tied just so around the neck. Their approach isn't about excess, it's about intention. They understand that one well-chosen piece can say more than a pile of mismatched jewelry ever could. I once met a woman named Carol at an outdoor cafe in Napa. She wore jeans, a white shirt, and flats, nothing fancy, but she had a wide-brimmed hat and a pair of tortoiseshell sunglasses that gave her an air of effortless confidence. "Accessories are my armor," she laughed. "They make me feel like me, even on days when my outfit is nothing special." That's the secret. Accessories are emotional. They carry memory, identity, and mood. Many stylish women also collect pieces over time, each one with meaning. A gold cuff from a trip to Italy, a strand of pearls inherited from their mother, a hand-woven bag from a local artisan. These items aren't just fashion, they're extensions of their story, and because they choose intentionally, every piece fits seamlessly into their overall aesthetic. They also understand proportion and restraint. If they wear statement earrings, they'll skip the necklace. If their scarf has a bold print, their handbag stays simple. They edit as carefully as they select. This is what separates elegance from clutter, knowing when to stop. Here's a tip that many of them swear by. Accessories should draw the eye toward your best features. A long pendant can elongate your torso. A colorful scarf can brighten your face. A sleek belt can define your waistline, even under layers. They think of accessories as strategic tools, not decorations. And of course, age brings confidence in knowing what feels authentic. They no longer wear something just because it's in. They choose because it aligns with their energy that day. Maybe bold gold hoops for a lunch with friends, or delicate studs for a quiet morning walk. Accessories are how stylish women express mood without words. They whisper elegance, individuality, and self-assurance. Nothing about them screams. Everything suggests. So before we move to the next secret, try this experiment. Tomorrow, pick one accessory that makes you feel powerful, not perfect, but present. You'll be surprised how such a small detail can shift your energy and change how the world sees you. Because sometimes, the smallest sparkle is all it takes to light up an entire look. There's an old saying, you can tell a lot about a person by their shoes. Stylish women over 60 know this better than anyone. They've walked enough miles, literally and figuratively, to understand that shoes are not just an accessory. They are the foundation of every look and every step. While younger generations may chase the latest heel trend or sneaker drop, these women have mastered a different philosophy. Comfort and craftsmanship never go out of style. They know that poorly made shoes can ruin an otherwise beautiful outfit, and worse, your posture and confidence too. That's why they invest in quality pairs that are both timeless and kind to their feet. You'll often find them wearing loafers with elegant structure, low-heeled pumps in buttery leather, or ankle boots that mold perfectly to their shape. They prefer shoes that blend form and function, styles that let them move with ease and grace. Because when your feet feel supported, your entire body relaxes and your presence changes. I once met a woman named Teresa at an art fair in Santa Barbara. She wore cropped cream trousers, a linen shirt, and tan leather loafers that looked perfectly aged. She told me, "These are Italian. I've had them for 12 years. I polish them every few months and they've never let me down." Her shoes weren't new, but they carried the quiet charm of something well-loved, proof that true elegance lasts when you care for it. Stylish women understand that cheap shoes cost more in the long run. They may spend more up front, but those shoes stay with them for years, becoming part of their story. They also tend to choose neutral tones, camel, black, ivory, or soft taupe, because they go with everything. A versatile palette means fewer pairs, but each one earns its place. They also know how to read the small details: stitching, sole flexibility, heel placement, and materials. Leather that softens with wear, suede that catches light beautifully, or a rubber sole that provides quiet stability on any floor. These details might seem trivial, but they make all the difference between cute and chic. And let's not forget, the right shoes can transform posture. When they fit well, they subtly encourage you to stand taller, to move slower, to project confidence. That's why stylish women never sacrifice comfort for appearance. They've realized that grace and pain can't coexist. If you're updating your wardrobe, start from the ground up. Try this. Choose one pair of well-made, perfectly fitted shoes that make you feel unstoppable. Maybe it's a pair of polished loafers or kitten heels that give you just enough lift. When you put them on, notice how you walk a little differently, more assured, more alive. Because style isn't just about what people see. It's about how you feel walking through the world. And nothing, absolutely nothing, supports that better than a pair of good shoes. If there's one lesson stylish women over 60 have perfected, it's this: simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. They understand that elegance doesn't require excess, it requires clarity. They've lived through decades of fashion fads, flashy prints, and over-accessorizing, and now they've arrived at a place of calm refinement. Their wardrobes breathe. Their style speaks softly, but leaves a lasting impression. These women don't dress to shout. They dress to express a quiet confidence that says, "I know who I am." Their outfits are built around timeless basics: a perfectly cut blazer, a crisp white shirt, well-fitting trousers, and a soft cashmere sweater. They focus on silhouette, balance, and quality rather than trend or quantity. Think about someone like Meryl Streep. Her looks are rarely loud but always powerful. A clean color palette, graceful lines, minimal jewelry, and yet she exudes presence. That's the art of simplicity, letting your natural elegance take center stage without distractions. During a style consultation, one woman in her late 60s told me, "I used to think dressing simple was boring. Now I see, it's freeing." She wasn't wrong. Simplicity liberates you from the constant noise of what's next and what's trendy. Instead, it allows you to refine what truly feels you. Stylish women also understand the subtle harmony of color. They lean into neutral tones: camel, ivory, navy, charcoal, soft blush. These shades mix and match effortlessly, creating cohesion. A neutral palette doesn't mean dull, it means endless possibility. By removing the chaos of clashing colors, they make room for texture, shape, and movement to shine. Their accessories follow the same principle: a single strand of pearls, a gold watch, a structured handbag. Nothing competes, everything complements. When they look in the mirror, there's no clutter, only clarity. And here's something fascinating: simplicity amplifies presence. When you wear less, people see you more. Your posture, your smile, your grace. Those are what truly define your beauty. You no longer hide behind layers of trend or noise. Instead, you radiate authenticity, which is far more compelling. If you want to bring this principle into your own style, start small. Clean out your closet and keep only the pieces that make you feel calm and confident. Notice how much lighter you feel when you remove the unnecessary. Then focus on fit, fabric, and form. Ask yourself, does this piece add peace or noise? Stylish women over 60 know the answer instinctively. They dress not to attract attention, but to command respect. Their simplicity isn't plain, it's deliberate. It whispers rather than shouts. And the beauty of mastering simplicity is that it never goes out of style. Trends fade, but grace, real, understated grace, only deepens with time. Here's the most powerful secret of all, and it has nothing to do with clothes. Stylish women over 60 know that the most beautiful accessory they own is their energy. The way they carry themselves, the way they enter a room, the way their smile lights up their entire face. Their confidence doesn't shout, it glows. You can always recognize it. She stands tall, shoulders back, chin gently lifted. She walks with purpose, not rushed, but grounded. Her posture says, "I'm comfortable in my own skin," and that's something no designer label can buy. One afternoon in Savannah, I saw an older woman crossing the street. She wore a simple linen dress and sandals, nothing remarkable, until she smiled. It wasn't forced or posed. It was warm, genuine, the kind of smile that makes you feel seen. Every passerby seemed to notice her, not because of what she wore, but because of how she carried her joy. That moment captured what style truly means. It starts within. Stylish women over 60 understand that confidence is the final layer of every outfit. They've faced life's ups and downs, learned from heartbreaks, triumphs, and reinventions. That experience shapes not just their taste, but their energy. You can see it in their posture, open, poised, unapologetic. You can hear it in their laughter, free and unguarded. They also know that a smile can soften age better than any skincare routine. It brightens the eyes, lifts the face, and reflects gratitude. A woman who smiles with authenticity radiates a lightness that no amount of makeup can imitate. So they practice presence. They stand straight, take slower steps, breathe deeper. Many even have small rituals, yoga in the morning, a daily walk, or simply pausing to stretch before heading out. These habits aren't about vanity, they're about vitality. When your body feels strong and open, your energy follows suit. There's a quiet dignity in a woman who embraces her age with grace. She doesn't try to look younger, she focuses on looking alive. And that's what makes her magnetic. People are drawn to that kind of confidence. The kind rooted in peace, not performance. If you take away one thing from this entire video, let it be this: posture and presence matter more than any outfit in your closet. Stand tall, even on your worst days. Smile, even when you're unsure. Because those small gestures tell the world, I am here, I am enough, and I am still radiant. As Coco Chanel once said, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. Stylish women over 60 live by that truth every single day, and that's why they never go unnoticed. Now that you've discovered these 7 secrets, I want to hear from you. Which one spoke to you the most? Do you already practice one of these habits? Or is there a new one you're excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your story might inspire another woman who's just beginning her style journey. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Wellness 360. This is where we celebrate women who embrace aging as an art form, who find beauty in simplicity, and who never stop evolving. Every week we share tips on style, mindset, and confidence, because looking good starts with feeling good. If you'd like me to create another video revealing how to look chic without trying too hard after 60, let me know below. I read every comment, and your feedback shapes what comes next on this channel. So go ahead, hit that like button, share this with your girlfriends, and join our growing community of ageless women redefining what it means to be stylish at any age. So here's the truth. Every stylish woman over 60 already knows. Elegance isn't about the clothes you wear, it's about the energy you bring to them. When you understand your style, care for the details, and move through the world with quiet confidence, you become unforgettable. The real beauty of aging is that it gives you freedom. Freedom to stop chasing approval, freedom to dress for yourself, freedom to express exactly who you are, with grace, humor, and heart. And when you live from that place, everything you wear becomes a reflection of joy. So next time you step out the door, remember, you don't need to look younger, you just need to look alive. Thank you for watching and for being part of this beautiful community of women who prove that style only gets better with age. And don't go far, because in our next video, we're diving into 5 styling tricks that make you look effortlessly expensive after 60. Trust me, you'll want to see this one. It's not about money, it's about mindset.